Hey guys, welcome back to a banger vid. Today I'm going to retell the story of the old man and the sea by Ernest Hemingway. Like and subscribe right now. Go, 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 go.
For 84 days I have caught nothing. I have been struck with terrible luck and I have caught no fish. I have barely any money and I'm only getting older each sunrise.
Here, I'll help you carry your things.
Thank you, boy.
I'm sorry I can't fish with you anymore.
It's the command of your father. I understand, Madeline.
Remember when we used to catch big fish? Cheer up, let me carry that harpoon in.
If you were my son, I would go out and gamble each week.
Everything about him was old except his eyes, which were the same color as the sea, staying truthful and undefeated.
Good day, Martin. How are you doing?
Hello, Santiago. Do you want some food?
I do, but alas, I have no money.
It's okay. I'll buy you a beer.
Thanks for buying me a beer, boy. I appreciate it.
Look at the old man.
Would you like it if I went and purchased groceries for you tomorrow?
That's okay. You should go play baseball with other kids your age.
I'd rather stay here with you, I'm sure.
If you so wish.
What are you gonna eat tonight?
Yellow rice with fish. Would you like any, boy?
No, sir. Would you like me to start the fire?
It'll be fine. Thanks for the offer, though.
Martin from the shop wanted to give this to you as a gift, free of charge.
Oh, thank you, boy. I'll repay the generous man eventually. Perico, the owner of the bodega, gave this to me.
Are the Yankees winning?
Of course, no one can top the great DiMaggio.
There are many good fishermen, and some are great, but there is only you.
The old man began to fall asleep as the boy watched him. The old man dreamed of tigers on the beach. He no longer dreamed of the storms, nor of women, nor of great occurrences, nor of great fish, nor fights, nor of contests, of strength, nor his wife. He only dreamed of places now and of tigers on the beach. They played like young cats in the dusks, and he loved them as he loved the boy.
Oh, what majestic tigers. It's time you and I get to bed for tonight. Have a good night, young boyo.
I will go to bed. Good night, sir.
I'll come wake you up when it is time tomorrow. Good night. Wake up, boy.
Ah, yes, sir.
I am going to see. You should go back to your folks' place for a few days.
Can I at least help you carry your things?
No, I can do it all myself. Just go home and rest, boy.
The old man went out to the sea. He sailed past all the rich people out to the far sea where he was alone. Old man rants about all the animals he sees and how the ocean is a woman. And then he catches his first fish.
I love all the sea animals, from the dolphins and flying fish to the sea turtles, for they are like family to me, and they are brothers too. Finally caught one, but oh, it's just a little tuna. Better than nothing, I suppose. I'll just use you as bait, little fish. I wish I had the boy. It's so lonely already.
Use the freshly caught fish as bait.
Hey, little bird, come rest on my boat, and after you're done, go catch yourself some fish. And then go take your chances in life like any other man or bird or fish has to. My choice was to go there and find him beyond all people in the world. Now we are joined together and have been since noon, and no one to help either of us.
Old man enjoyed the company of the bird, but now it has flown away. This caused the old man to have a flashback in which a young Santiago was in a dumbbell curling competition with a big black man of where he hurt his hand. There were many gamblers and bettors on the fight who wanted it to go until they saw a victor.
I've got you now, Santiago.
I'll do this all night. I have nothing to lose.
Give me more rum.
Was eventually able to defeat the black man, and the fight went on from Sunday morning to Monday morning.
But you have not slept yet, old man. It is half a day and a night, and now another day that you have not slept. You must devise a way so that you sleep a little if he is quiet and steady. I could go without sleeping, but it is particularly dangerous to do so. He is tiring or resting. Now, let me get some rest and sleep once I finish eating this little fish.
The old man fell asleep, holding the line tight in his right hand. He dreamed about a school of fish, his bed, and the tigers on the beach as he fell asleep and dreamt 3 times.
When the old man awoke, he had been drugged by the line attached to the fish. So the old man locked in because the fish jumped so many times and its air sacs began to fill. He knew the fish couldn't dive deep anymore. The old man's hand was cut deeply and bleeding, but he stayed determined to return home with the fish, as it was his last fish and the biggest he had seen.
I will get you, fish. If the boy was here, he would wet the coils of the line for me. I wish the boy was here. Oh, how I wish the boy was here. He could learn a great lot from this battle, but I must not focus on what I can't control.
The old man continued to be the utmost patient in catching the fish. He had nothing else ahead of him at this late yet moment in his older yet now
We'll be
seemingly
home soon,
determined
fish.
life.
It is a very big circle, but he is indeed circling.
The old man had known a few minutes prior the fish would have to start circling. He knew to be confident against the fish who was finally going with the current. The old man puts his left hand in the sea on the other side of the skiff.
Should I eat some more of the dolphin? But I can't. It is better to be lightheaded than to lose your strength from nausea. I must eat the other flying fish instead.
The old man picked up the fish with his left hand and ate it slowly, eating all of the fish down to its tail.
Circle must be shortened every time. Eventually, I'll see him, then I can trick him, and then I must kill him. I could never fail myself and die on a fish like this. God help me endure. I'll say 100 Our Fathers and 100 Hail Marys, but I cannot say them at this moment. I'd rather he stay circling for now. Don't jump, fish. Don't jump. I have no cramps. He'll be up soon and I can last. You have to last. Don't even speak of it. Keep my head clear. I am a tired old man, but I have killed this fish which is my brother, and now I must do the slave work and pay. I must prepare everything, then bring him in and lash him well, and then step to the mast, and now set sail for home.
The old man knotted the rope and made it fast to the bit in the bow. He cut the rope and then went astern to noose to the tail. The fish had begun to turn silver from its original purple.
It was the only way to kill him. He must be over 1,500 pounds the way he is. Maybe much more, if he dresses 2/3 of that at 30 cents a pound. I need a pencil for that. My head is not that clear, but I think the great DiMaggio would be proud of me today. I had no bone spurs. I wonder what a bone spur is.
The old man completed strapping the fish up, and he began sailing southwest for home. He felt the trade winds, which indicated the direction. They sailed well, and the old man soaked his hands in salt water, trying to keep his head clear. The shark was not an accident. He had come up from down in the water as the dark cloud of the blood had settled and dispersed into the sea.
I see him coming. This fish has no fear at all, and he will do and get exactly what he wishes.
The old man prepared the harpoon and made the rope fast while watching the shark come on. He took one look at the great fish as he watched the shark close in. It might as well have been a dream, he thought to himself.
I cannot keep him from hitting me, but maybe I can get him.
He finally rammed the harpoon down onto the shark's head at the spot where the line between his eyes intersected with the line that ran straight back from his nose. There was only the heavy sharp blue head of the beast and the big eyes and the clicking, thrusting jaws. But that was the location of the brain, and the old man hid it. He hid it with all his blood-mushed hands, driving a good harpoon with all his strength. The shark swung over, and the old man saw his eye was not alive. The old man knew the shark was dead, but the shark would not accept it.
He took about 40 pounds. He took my harpoon too, and all the rope, and now my fish bleeds again.
The old man no longer liked to look at the fish anymore since he was mutilated. When the fish was hit by the shark, it was like he himself had been hit.
Goanos. I see the second fin coming up behind the first, and so I know they are shovel-nosed sharks by the brown, triangular fin. They have the scent, and are hungry. See their wide, flattened, shovel-pointed heads now, and their white-tipped, wide pectoral fins. They are hateful sharks, bad-smelling scavengers as well as killers, and when they are hungry they would bite an oar or the rudder of a boat even. It was these sharks that would cut the turtles' legs and flippers off when the turtles were asleep on the surface. Galanos, come on now,
The
Galanos.
sharks came, but not the same as the last. One turned and went under the skiff, while the other watched the old man with his slitted yellow eyes, and then came in fast, with his half circle of jaws wide, to hit the fish where he had already been bitten. The old man drove the knife into the shark's yellow eyes. The skiff was still shaking from the other shark's destruction. Then the old man withdrew his blade and punched the shark exactly in its head. He then stabbed the shark in its left eye.
Go on, Galano. Slide down a mile deep. Go see a friend, or maybe it's your mother.
The old man wiped the blade of his knife. Then he brought the skiff onto her course.
They must have taken a quarter of him and of the best meat. I wish it were a dream and that I had never hooked him. It makes everything wrong. I shouldn't have gone out so far with you, fish, neither for you or for me. I wish I had a stone for the knife. I should have brought so many things, but I did not bring them. God knows how much that last one took, but she's much lighter now.
Once the old man finally arrived on land, he put up the boat and stepped out to the dock. He unstepped the mast, filled the sail, and tied it. Then he ran to and reached the shack. Inside, he found a water bottle and began to have a drink. Then he lay down on the bed. He was still asleep when the boy looked in the door in the morning. The boy saw the old man and he started to cry. He went to get coffee and was crying all the way down the road there. The other fishermen saw the great fish's skeleton.
He was 18 feet from nose to tail.
I believe it.
boy went into the terrace and asked for a can of coffee.
Can I get a coffee that is hot and with plenty of milk and sugar in it?
Anything more?
No, afterwards I will see what he can eat.
Because there has never been such a fish.
Darn my fish!
Do you want a drink?
No, tell them not to bother Santiago. I'll be back.
Tell him how sorry I am.
The boy carried the coffee to the old man's house and sat right by him until he woke. At once, he looked as though he were waking. But he had gone back into a heavy sleep, and the boy had gone across the road for wood to heat up the coffee. Finally, the old man woke up.
Don't sit up. Drink this.
They beat me, Madeline. They truly beat me.
He didn't beat you, not the fish.
Oh, truly, it was afterwards.
Pedrico is looking after the skiff and the gear. What do you want done with the head?
Let Pedrico chop it up to use in fish traps.
And the spear?
You keep it if you want it.
I want it. Now, we must make our plans about the other thing.
Did they search for me?
Of course, with the Coast Guard and the planes.
The ocean is very big and a skiff is small and hard to see.
What?
I missed you.
Now we fish together again.
No, I am not lucky. I am not lucky anymore.
The hell with luck. I'll bring the luck with me.
What will your family say?
I do not care. I caught 2 yesterday, but we will fish together now.
We must get a good killing lance and always have it on board. You can make the blade from a spring leaf from an old Ford. We can grind it in Guanabacoa. It should be sharp and not tempered so it will break. My knife broke out in the sea fighting against Goanos. It was a tough few nights, but I got my reward and did the labor back home. I came home with the Marlin. It's the biggest I've ever seen in my days.
You must get well fast. There is much that I can learn, and you can teach me everything. How much did you suffer?
Plenty.
That afternoon, there was a party of tourists at the terrace, and looking down in the water, when a woman saw a great long spine with a huge tail at the end that lifted and swung with the tide while the east wind blew a heavy steady sea outside the entrance to the harbor.
What's that?
Tourbillon E-Shark.
I didn't know sharks had such beautifully formed tails.
I didn't either.
Up the road in his shack, the old man was sleeping again. He was still sleeping on his face, and the boy was sitting by him watching him. The old man was dreaming about the lions. Well, guys, that is the end of the classic book, The Old Man and the Sea, by Ernest Hemingway. Go watch more Thought Notes, along with some of the great content we used to help make this awesome video, and subscribe and like our vids. Love all you viewers. Peace. Thanks, guys. I love you. Thanks to the original Inspiration Bakey book. Thanks to Lewis at Bowling Green High School. Goodbye for now.
Bakey balls will call for the Rizzler. You're so and if you don't subscribe, so right now or your SSD Trina is the Viking is so sexy. Come over here and give me your song. Whoa, whoa.